Hello, I'm Stevie Morgan here today at the Emirates Stadium, the home of Arsenal, where press from all over the world have gathered to take a first look at FIFA 10. So let's pop inside and speak to some of gaming's big guns.
I thought I'd take the opportunity of giving you a little bit of a business overview before you get your hands on this beautiful game that we got here for you today that Dave Rutter and Gary Patterson have brought the build over from Vancouver and allowing you the earliest hands-on I think you're ever going to get with FIFA. We've invested in football for a decade and a half and put our money where our mouth is with the game itself by building our level of authenticity and putting our money back into football.
Gary, can you start by explaining your involvement with FIFA 10?
Yeah, sure. I'm the creative director on FIFA 10, so basically what that means is David, I work with David Rutter. He kind of sets the kind of general direction for the game and I deal with the details of that direction.
Gary is my right and my left-hand man. If I was to term it like this, and hopefully you said the same thing, otherwise we'll be having a conversation when we get back. I'll look at what we've done and where we want to get to and try and work out a direction, a vision for where we're trying to get to. And then poor old Gary's tasked with trying to come up with the appropriate features and design to meet those objectives, be them company strategic or game design or, I really don't like this part of the game, will you please fix it?
So what can your average gamer expect from FIFA 10?
Oh, there's so many things that they can expect from FIFA 10, but right now we're only going to be talking about a percentage of those changes based around gameplay, what we're doing with gameplay, and also what we're doing with manager mode. So in gameplay, we're working hard to refine the engine. As you know, we rewrote this engine for the next gen, for PS3 and Xbox 360, and this is the fourth iteration, and we're trying hard now to refine this engine.
We were a little bit disappointed with the FIFA 09 management mode experience. I think most people were. That was definitely the feedback we got. So we spent a great deal of time looking at what we felt was needed to be done, and almost overwhelmingly it was about authenticity. So needing to improve match realism, needing to improve the authenticity of the transfers, needing to improve the kind of player growth, how well they developed and how close they got to their potential, and then lastly trying to wrap it up in a kind of football world so you could believe that there was other stuff going on within the game. And overall there's about 50 improvements, major improvements that we're making in that.
What can we do to take this game to the next level, to change the experience? So one of the things we're working on there is 360-degree dribbling. So again, a feature that the community have wanted for a while now, but we felt that we didn't want to do it before because if we did it wrong it would break the game. It would fundamentally break the game, and we didn't want to do it half-hearted because we knew the effect it could have in the game. And so we've kind of kept it on the back burner till now when we know we have the time to really do it well. So we're working hard on 360-degree dribbling to make sure that the responsiveness of the game and the fluidity of the game is still there when you have this level of movement.
I'm pleased to say I'm joined now by two leading members of the FIFA community, Dave and Suf. We're stood here surrounded by legends of Arsenal's past. You've just had a go on FIFA 10. Is that going to become a legend?
I think I've played it for a short time, Steve, but it's an awesome game. Really impressed with it. New features. Within 5 minutes you could feel them. Made a real difference.
Suf, what are your first reactions?
I was very impressed with the tight control. You can feel that there's been a lot of progress in the game. And given that how early it is in development and how long they've still got to make it better, I think it's going to be a hit, definitely.
Now today, it's not just been members of the press, you've also had members of the FIFA community. How important is it having them here, having listened to the feedback that you've received from them?
Well, it's pretty important to me that, Football World's here, obviously, and a number of other websites that support us. And I'm on the forums a lot myself, trying to talk to people, trying to work out what matters most to people. I play the game myself, and there's everything from, frustrations that people are feeling, be it a goal from kick-off or the offside being called too frequently or the referee pulling advantage rules back, through to, I really need the practice mode to be put in, and obviously we're doing that. We're improving manager mode, we're fixing a whole bunch of frustrations in the game this year, as well as obviously polishing and improving just the general gameplay itself.
We're working hard to respond to the feedback that they're giving us about maybe exploits in the game or features that they want to see, so we're working hard to respond to feedback. So things like the lofted through balls issues, the scoring from halfway line. Practice mode is another thing that they've asked for that we're putting in the game this year. So responding, refining and finally innovating.
Are you impressed with the way that perhaps FIFA and EA Sports have listened to some of the things that gamers have said about things that need tinkering or improving or refining? Is that something, can you see that in the gameplay, that those things have been listened to and responded to as well?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, for years people have been calling for changes, and various different game companies have started to listen to what the community says, and especially here with FIFA 09. I mean, that was our first real taste, and the FIFA community realized how much the company had listened to what they wanted in the game, the changes they wanted to see in the game, changes to gameplay, changes to features, and FIFA 09 was so successful. And then again here, in FIFA 10, we heard the community, talk about tighter control, responsiveness, and things like that. And again, you can see that happening with FIFA 10. So it's great. It's great either way.
Why should, Dave, any games company bother or indeed listen to what any member of the community says?
I think it's so important because they're the people that play the game. I think for a number of years, EA, you've watched a cycle of new game features are advertised, everyone gets excited, game comes out, gamers get really frustrated and say, why don't the company listen to us? I think it's great for Suf and myself to be here today, contribute from the communities. We've got loads of feedback. I've already been talking to Gary about he wants me to send him a load of information. It's just great that they're listening, and hearing David speak, a number of the features he talked about were key frustrations in the game, and the companies listened, so hats off, superb.
So, as we've seen, FIFA 10 is all about making the most realistic game possible. That doesn't mean that there's a Man City mode where you rely simply upon the money of a rich Middle Eastern benefactor, but it does mean that you haven't heard the last of FIFA this summer. Check out easportsfootball.com, where we'll keep you up to date as a whole new chapter of gaming opens.